And ladies and gentlemen, for your next bout, boxing out of the red corner, out of Panama City, Florida, Shane Ferry. And his opponent, boxing out of Detroit, Michigan, from the blue corner, Shepard.
Shane Ferry, Lawrence Shepard in our second bout of the evening.
We haven't had a crowd in a while. I forgot what that sounded like.
It feels great, doesn't it, to hear the reaction?
Yeah.
Hey, Lupe, how do you grade our new ring announcer over there? Because he seems like he's really into it.
He's a little bit too good for my liking. My job security is slowly slipping away, but he's doing a very, very nice job.
In and out, use your reach.
I'm pretty sure I sparred with both these guys yesterday. This guy in the red, he's going to be switching this entire match. He switched again to southpaw, so I don't know if it's strategy or he's just going to go with whatever foot's out front.
Watch
but
straight back.
It worked yesterday when I sparred against him.
Coming straight in, you're getting caught.
Hey, one thing I've seen is that Shepard is from
high boxing.
Detroit, Michigan, which is the Motor City, and we all know they have a great background in boxing, so I'm expecting a lot from him. But so far, I see he has a very strong, stiff jab.
Fire and maneuver. Come on.
He's also very well accomplished. He says his greatest achievement was being the 152-pound Golden Gloves champion in the open division. And in open division, it's no joke. You're fighting grown men at that stage.
1 minute, boxers. 1 minute.
Sean, I got a chance to see some of the footage of you sparring these guys. What a thrill for them, and I really enjoyed the way you worked with them. You made a great point of saying everybody wasn't there to try to take your head off. They knew how to work in the middle.
Yeah, and they knew how to work in the middle, and Shane Ferry is doing exactly what he did to me yesterday. He's throwing a lot of punches. He's got some really good stamina, and he's trying to find openings. You see a little pivot move he did a little pivot move again. Like he did that to me yesterday. I was like, where'd this come from? You're not supposed to know this yet.
He got caught there with a nice counter left hand from Shepard.
Coming straight in, Shane.
Speaking of the pivot move, he mentioned also that his favorite fighter is Vasily Lomachenko, so I think he's been watching a lot of YouTube videos. That's where the pivot comes from.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I like Ferry's attitude, but he's coming in there with his head in the air a bit, and he's getting hit with those clean counters.
It's kind of like it's a no-no in boxing. You're not supposed to come straight forward at a guy. He tried the pivot moves, which are good, but that takes some time of working and practice. So I do think that he should come in on more of an angle, like you said, Jamel. But I like the way he worked this first round.
Counters.
You see, he took a couple of big left hands in this first round. Another one right there from Shepard. I think Shepard was a little bit more precise than Ferry in the first round.
Ferry was definitely the aggressor, but Shepard was definitely more the cleaner shots, and it just seemed like he was just more accurate with everything in there.
Is there a danger in that, Sean, when you have a favorite fighter like Vasily Lomachenko, and you try to do things that are super advanced?
I told the guys yesterday to just keep working on the fundamentals and the basics. I told them even though I've been boxing as long as I have, I still focus on that. And it is possible to miss steps trying to do what you see other guys do and can get you into trouble.
He's countering off you.
I couldn't agree more. So now it seems like Ferry has calmed it down a bit. And he's more composed this time around.
Yeah.
Hands are up, boxers.
I think that Ferry is faster than Shepard, and I think that he can beat him to the punch, and it's just a matter of what he does after he punches. And right now his escape moves have been pretty good.
To get a view as to how our ringside scorer, Steve Smoger, saw that first bout, Steve, how do you have a round one score?
I believe Mr. Shepard won the first round, but this is a very competitive bout. I'm very pleased with the level of experience of fellas on this at the academy. It's very,
1 minute,
very interesting.
boxers.
As Sean mentioned,
more than one.
We're getting more movement, more volume from Ferry. But when it comes to the big shots and the better time punches, they seem to be coming from Shepard, correct?
So far in this round, Ferry, he's become a lot. He looks a lot better than the first. I think he's actually pulling away.
Don't stay in front of the kill zone. That jab out, Shepard.
Shepard seems like he kind of slowed down a bit.
Yeah, he's grimacing a little bit after the punches, and even when he goes to punch.
30 seconds.
So he looks a little uncomfortable, but you know, it's a part of the game.
It's the body shot. See, it's the body shot.
Wins the last 30 seconds.
That body shot got him moving on his back foot now.
And Ferry's not going to stop. We only did one round, and I know that if we had done more, he would have came just like this against me every round. He's not going to slow down.
You got 10 seconds.
Ferry with a very steady pace, working the body. Really looking to put a stamp here in the final seconds of round number 2.
Very good round.
Far better round from Ferry. I believe he won that round.
Yeah, I thought it was a good round for both guys. I thought that both guys kind of, it's like they cleaned up some things in that second round. And you know, hey, we were talking about the guys, maybe they're coaching. Maybe it could be the coaching that's helping them clean things up. Coach Barone is actually in the ring, acting as the referee, which is pretty cool. He's coming over to get some tips right now, and it's pretty cool to see Coach Barone in there moving around. Tell you how far back I go with Barone. He took my brother to an international duel in England in 2004, and I met him shortly after. You know, so that's my favorite part of boxing is the relationships that you create and you make through this whole process of being an amateur and now a professional. And the same thing goes for these cadets. These cadets are going to know each other forever. And, you know, it's a camaraderie that comes from being in the armed forces. That same camaraderie comes from being in boxing. A lot of parallels between boxing and the armed forces.
Yes, sir.
A lot of the cadets mentioned that in their interviews. They're saying anytime they feel down, they need someone to lean on, they go right to their teammates first of all.
That's amazing.
Busy. And that's a true statement because I still speak to the men and women that I've served with in the past. So that's definitely a true statement. And it's been a while since I laced a pair of boots up, but I speak to people that I served with back in Iraq all the time.
It seems that both fighters know that the fight is pretty much on the line here in this final round.
I was going to say, let's take a look at the adjustment. You got Ferry who's still coming forward, doing what he feels was working, and now Lawrence is trying to use the ring and create some openings with his movement. And I think Ferry is going to end up forcing Lawrence into his fight.
We couldn't quite hear what Coach Barone said to him in the corner, but it certainly seemed to motivate him here in this final round. Let's go to current boxing.
Both fighters are actually trained by other cadets. In the red corner for Shane Ferry is trained by Manny Ahua, who says Shane Ferry does fight both ways, but they prefer southpaw, and they're asking for more head movement. In the blue corner, Coach Isaiah Queen is asking for increased volume and sharper punches for Lawrence Shepard. Back to you guys.
Increased volume and sharper punches. I told you guys, I said maybe the coaching in the corner is what's helping these guys. And sure enough, I like the information that came from both corners.
Next year,
that's leadership. That's what leadership's about.
Solid advice coming from both corners here.
Nice pick here in the third round. Come on, deep. Come on. We always win this.
I tell you, I was going to be honest. That pivot would not work on me, but I love it. I love seeing that pivot.
That's because you have a thing called experience.
Yeah. I'm looking at it like that wouldn't work on me, but it's a good move for him. Good fight. Good match.
Great fight.
Good match.
A nice flurry of punches there to end the third round for both fighters. Fight number 2 here at U.S. Military Academy at West Point.
Good job. That was good.
Ferry Shepard. A very evenly matched bout. As we await the decision, it looks like the third round is going to be the definite round. The round that lets us know exactly who won this particular bout.
Most definitely.
Jamel, who you got?
I don't know. It was rough. I had it 1-1 going into the third round. But I think Ferry pulled it out.
I put 20 push-ups on. Oh, yeah. You going with Ferry? I'm going with Ferry. Never mind.
For the official decision, we go to ring announcer Devin Greenfield.
Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for your boxers. And now, for your winner, by split decision, boxing, out of the red corner, Shane Ferry.
You gentlemen are 2 for 2 tonight.
I knew it was a close one, though. I knew it was a close one, but I just thought that Ferry, he wanted it more. He pulled it out, and he got the victory.
And we got to commend both guys. Both guys look very good. And
all right, out this way.
again,
over here
considering the level that they're at right now, I'm very proud to see that these guys are working and coming to the ring with that type of mentality to work everything that they've been learning to this point. It's pretty cool to see.